fucker, yeah.
Exactly.
He told on everything, bro. So after that, everything got tightened up. There was no more getting pulled back out to court, fucking OTC to fucking LA, so you could visit with your family for your homeboy's bullshit fucking trial. You know, what I mean, none of that shit was going on anymore. They tightened all that.
I went down there on that before too, man, on child custody shit like that. Just come on down, or homies just call you as a witness on the case. You ain't even got know nothing about the case, but just to get you money. Yeah, I remember one time he did that. The homies did that shit. Our hood came down, man. Might have been about 15 of our homies went down at one time, man. That was like 91, man. It's like about 15 homies down, and homies who lifers had been gone.
Never even heard about what's going on with the case, but we get to pull it down and we get to visit our family because we're close. Yeah, I did it twice.
Yeah, that was some cool shit because it's like, okay, you come down and you get your hustle on in the county, fuck around for a minute, you networking and shit, you know, make your connections and whatever, then going back up. You know what I mean?
John, we had money bags with dope money this big back then, selling fucking cigarettes and candy bars, 2 for $3, 3 for $2. I mean, but yeah, it was off the hook.
We used to be up in the gang modules, in the fucking crib modules, man. Motherfuckers had the dice in there, bro. Homies is in there. Homies had the dice and they was cutting on the dice. So every time the dice roll on whatever number he choose, 6 or 8, you got to pay him $1. So he was just had the dice, his house from renting the dice out. Man, I see motherfuckers leaving up out of 2,700. At that time, they moved us because they had moved us from 48, 47. They put us to 27, 21, 21, 23. So my homies, our car was down in 27. And then next to us had the per side. So, you know, motherfuckers is in there cleaning up with the store. Man, I see motherfuckers about the county with $5 grand, man, cash. Man. Had to make the had to hoop him up and go with it because, like, I'm getting to the pen. I'm getting everything I need. I'm like, $5 grand going to prison in the county jail.
Motherfuckers bailing themselves out of jail with the money they'd make in there.
I saw that. Yeah, real shit.
Extortion, unfortunately, was my thing. Once I got to the joint, I didn't have anybody, you know what I mean? And fucking, I did some fucked up shit, man. That's why I do what I do today, you know? Like, I feel like I owe the universe, you know? And I'm grateful like you, man, every day. The other night, I took my homeboy to a concert, right? He's doing 3 life sentences. So I took my phone, and I got a little selfie stick, and he's got his phone in there, and I fucking held that up for him to enjoy the show, you know what I mean? He bought the tickets, and I went up there, and he's like, that was the baddest, because I'd show him all all the crowd going wild, not just like an MTV thing. He got the full vision, man. We didn't have it like that. We went to jail, we're like this fucking big. Try opening one of them motherfuckers, you know? But, all right, so, I mean, we're joking and making it sound like prison's a good time, but it was the most fucking horrible, degrading, fucking miserable. I mean, but obviously we had to make what we made out of it. But it was degrading. It was filled with nothing but hate. You know what I mean? Like, fucking, you always walked around with that level 4 fucking hard guy look on your face. Like, yeah, say something. You know what I mean? And, you know, knowing half the motherfuckers was soft as cotton inside, walking around level 4, you know what I mean? And they had to. Because all the predators that are on there, you know? I P-R-A-Y today. I pray today, you know? But inside, I P-R-E-Y regularly. You know what I mean? I prayed on motherfuckers, bro. Yeah. And that's why I knew for me that I got another chance that I was going to make something of it, man. You know what I mean? Me and you get to go outside and take a breath of fresh air at night if we want to.
Hell yeah.
We didn't have that, bro. I don't take nothing like that for granted today. I get to go outside, man. This door unlocks from the inside and opens from the inside. You know what I mean? And I'm so grateful for that, bro. I never lose sight of that.
All right.
You know? And I don't want any of these kids thinking it's okay to fucking an eighth of a second will change your life forever. Pulling that trigger, man.
Yeah, dude, that's like, I mean, I'm glad you said that, man, because people be glamorizing this shit. With a lot of the stories I be seeing people putting on these interviews and different shows and networks or whatever, even TV and shit, they glamorize shit, but they wonder why things is, because you promoting it, making it seem like it's cool. Like you said, we not promoting that shit. We just like kind of basically just reminiscing on our day, 80s and 90s growing up in this shit. But that shit ain't cool. That shit that's a bullshit ass lifestyle, being told what to do and shit. You got to work for like fucking 9 cents, some places 6
cents, 19 cents.
Yeah, you got to do that shit, and you go to the canteen, you limit to spend this, you got to eat all this bullshit out of there. then you got asshole, you got weenie motherfuckers in uniform, fucking turnkeys, thinking they can just talk to you any kind of way because they're in the fucking uniform. But I mean, a lot of them know they get their ass whooped. You know what I mean? You get fucked up just because you got the uniform. Don't think you're gonna get an issue. You get fucked up. It happens. That's continuing to happen. That's gonna always happen.
Well, nine correctional officers a day on average are assaulted. You know, and that's because, like you said, they were beaten up all through the school. They got their lunch money taken, all that shit, and now they got a little position of authority, and they think they can run it like that, and we're just going to take it. You know, I mean, I've gotten assault on staff. I've gotten numerous assaults on staff, you know, and that's not bragging, because let me tell you, I regretted every fucking move, bro. I knocked the sheriff out, and they hung me in 1750.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's what they did do.
Yeah, you're going to definitely get, the county, hey, man, they always told us, man, you can survive in the L.A. County jail, you can survive anywhere. So then, coming from L.A. County jail, dealing with them fucking sheriffs, and then you get to the state, like these little correctional officers, y'all some fucking weenies compared to them motherfuckers, you know what I mean? So a lot of us coming out of L.A. County was like, fuck you motherfuckers, you know what I mean? So it's like, you know what I mean? But they assaulted, man, but, you know, that was most times always the assholes, you know what I mean? Because to this day, man, right now, man, since I done been home, right, I know quite a few correctional officers, man, that was in the joint that communicate with me, just to pop up sometime on Messenger, check up on me and shit like that, different people. And I done ran across quite a few of them. I done ran across some, act like they didn't remember me. But I ain't tripping, dude. You wasn't no asshole to me. I'm not finna come out here and do nothing. You put myself back in prison. That's like the stupidest shit ever. You know, that was what it was at that time, you know what I mean? But now it's like you said, we think, you know what I mean? It ain't about, like, let me get this motherfucker now because I'm out. Hell no, that's going to send me back to the joint. It ain't even working. Best like, man, it is.
Hey, you remember Rodriguez from Corcoran, Lieutenant Rodriguez? He was the one fighting us.
I remember the name, but I can't remember the face, though.
Bro, he got at me because of the show.
Yeah.
He's all, I thought you were one of the biggest scumbag lowlifes, fucking, and he's all, and look at you today. Like, he was giving me my props, basically, you know? And I'm not gonna lie, that felt sort of cool. But, all right, so we've made it sound like prison was fun for a second. All it was we made the best of what we had in front of us, you know what I mean? Because every day still sucked. Every day felt like a month, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But we made the best of it because we were strong-minded and we weren't going to tuck and fold just because we were where we were. But that's not to say that it didn't suck, man. You know, I mean, I never felt lonely, or, you know, I'd be writing a letter and what's the word, nostalgic. I'd be all nostalgic just to hold somebody so bad. I just wanted to hold somebody, bro. And I didn't care if it was a fat girl or anything. I just wanted to hold somebody, man. I was tired of hugging that PIA pillow when I went to bed at night, you know, or that IPA pillow, you know, it was bullshit, man. And then going to a 180, you learn right away. You don't fucking eyeball nobody's cell. You know what I mean? You don't eyeball what they got. You don't nothing. You know what I mean? You can't be like, hey, homie, but I know you got 3 bars of soap. Because that's like an ass whooping right there, just knowing what I got in my cell.
Yeah.
You know? So, anyway, in the meantime, you got family at home.
Yeah.
You've barely seen your daughter. You've never heard a word from her.
Yeah.
You know, 4 months old. Now all of a sudden she went from this to, you know what I mean?
Man, man, so fast, bro. She went from that to, I came home, she already had a kid, and she was pregnant on the second kid. I'm like, what the fuck? That's how long I was gone of her life. You know what I mean? I'm like, damn. And still, man, it's still like it's a challenge. It's an issue because I've been going with her life. You know what I mean? So we still, like, since I've been home, pretty much just not really getting to know each other because
bumping heads a little bit.
Yeah, because her mother never brought her to see me, none of that shit. So I pretty much just met her since I've been home. So like we communicated, write letters and shit like that. And then I had cell phones in there at a time later on towards the end of my term. So it's like, okay, I was able to call and, you know what I mean? But we bumped heads a lot. But, you know, I love her. She knows what's up, you know what I mean? But my son was just older at the time, so he get it, you know what I mean? It's like, okay, but now it's like we cool, we all good. But that's the process, though, being gone, man. That's just on me. That's somebody I got to deal with just from being gone all their lives. I mean, I fucked up, so I got to accept the way things is with them because it's like I wasn't there to raise y'all the way I know y'all supposed to be raised. So other people didn't raise y'all, so I just can't come out here and be put. What the fuck wrong with y'all doing all that shit?
I'm your daddy, you know what I mean? Yeah, I get it.
I have popped off like that. I like had to check myself. I'm like,
don't speak to your father that way. You know what I mean?
My wife, you like, you can't be getting at them like that, babe. I'm like, hey, you know, certain shit, bro. But you know, it's a process, man. Still learning. 21 years. Actually, it was 20 years, 8 months. You know what I mean? But been out here, man. I only been home like about 3 years now. You know what I mean? So it's a process, man. I'm not like, okay, I'm completely like good. That shit's all out my system. Hell fucking no. That was like on just 21 years on one term. Then before that, so I was
almost 30 years in, yeah.
My son whole fucking life, you know what I mean? So they got that D number in 89. I just discharged that shit December last year. What's this? 2019. 2018, I got off parole. So they figure how many years is that? Damn it, 30 years of that one D number. So I've been in prison majority of my life. Some people say half my life. No, majority of my life, because I'm about to be 50 in a couple of days. So it's like, okay, so you figure that's 30, it's 20. So most of my life been in there. I've been that fucking number majority of my life. You know what I mean? From the time I was 18 up until fucking 49.
Yeah, man.
That's a bullshit life. So back to what you said, we're not glamorizing this shit, but we want people to see that, you know, it looked cool from what you hear people with these stories. I know, like in the hood, like I know what. See, I was kind of always influenced to where I thought like I knew I was gonna be in prison at one point in time. I just because of what I was doing. And then I remember one of my big homies, we had a meeting one day back in the hood. I was like about 16. And the big homie told me, he said, I expect to see all y'all in prison one day. And I was like, you ain't gonna never see me in prison. You're gonna never see me in prison because I skipped YA. You know, I never went to YA, but a lot of my homies in my generation did. But then in my generation, I'm the first one in the pen. So while they was still in YA, they was like about 19, some 21 and all. I was like, boom, everybody's like, Zoe in the fucking pen already. I'm like, I'm in prison. So then my head fucking went like, okay, I'm in prison. I really became that motherfucker, like, you know, my whole walk changed. I didn't got the hood all on my back and shit, been in the Crip module, banging, stand down and shit, hold my own and shit. So now I got a little name and shit. I get out, I'm 19, I'm back in the hood now. I'm like trying to push a line for my generation. So I'm active real quick. That's how I went right back, fucking 2 attempted murders, because I was out here, you know, in the streets, living that life, man. And you know, you out here gangbanging in LA, man, in the streets. I don't know how it is in other states, and I know out here LA, and you banging this shit in the streets, and then you act, especially in the 80s. The 80s, bro, was just like at a time, man, that shit was a whole different level. I mean, they doing it now too. You got motherfuckers riding around with shit on their laps. They doing that and take the chance to just dodging the police when they come. You know what I mean? It was a time for me. It was like we was just on sight. Anything the opposite color, get off. You know what I mean? So, and that was my mentality. And that's what put me back in prison and got out there, put me back in prison again because I was doing it off for the hood shit. I'm like,
I say all the time, there's so many kids out there that just can't wait to get to prison, bro. They're just so eager to get there to do what? Get their little name, get their little fucking clout. You know what I mean? And it's so much bullshit. Because I'll tell you what, like, some of them are going to die in there, and some of them are going to fucking be, the majority of them are going to end up on an S and Y. You know what I mean? And the other ones are just going to catch time and fucking, you know what I mean? Like, if you're really with the business in there, they got something for you today. There's cameras everywhere.
Yeah.
Jack off without being filmed. You know what I mean?
Shit.
Remember how they used to tell us, flashlight up down the table? You had like 2.5 minutes to eat breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Remember, you sit down at the table, you fucking you get on it. You know what I mean? The flashlight goes, and that was that. It's no life, man. So now you're on a fucking 180 with 70 to life. You know what I mean? That's a big pill to swallow.
Yeah.
You're obviously, the majority of half the time, your head's probably in your appeal, trying to figure out how you're going to do this, how you're going to do that. And you're obviously didn't just sit around counting on someone else to complete everything for you. You're doing your own work, I'm assuming.
Yeah. I mean, I had, like I said, I had that chick, Mary Lou Hilberg, the Jewish chick from up north, who got the life sentence off for me. So once I got the life sentence off, I still had a lot of time. I had to do 24. They reduced my sentence to 24 and 4 months, 85%. So that's when
this was how far into your term that you got the flip?
2 years, bro. I had life.
That guy's 2 years, man. 2 years of fucking growing gray hairs, figuring out, hoping, you know what I mean? Like, he didn't know if he was going to end up with more time or less time, you know, because they could turn around and do you like that. If you fight them and fucking lose again, they could abracadabra your ass with more time.
Hey man, that was the worst part to me. The most scariest part to me is like once I got the life sentence off, right, and then my points didn't change. I was still 180 level 4. At that time, I was in Tehachapi on 480. And, you know, I mean, at that time they was just not finna flip Tehachapi. They was finna flip it, turn it. I think most was going back to the shoe. You know what I mean, 4A and 4B. So after I got it off, they sent us all to Calipat. So before we left the Calipat, we was already on lockdown. It was a war going on with the blacks and the Southsiders. Now they sent us all down here to Calipat together, and we going down there to turn Calipat. It was a level 3, turned it back to a 270 level 4. So we go down there, hit the sea yard. We go down there, had one nice ride in the kitchen. After that, you know, it was pretty much everything was established. You know what I mean? It was just like, okay, that's that. But I was saying though, the scariest part because I got this life sentence off me now. Now I got 2 strikes, no doubt.
You catch anything else in there,
bro? And like really, that was my 3rd strike. I suppose really I should have been still in prison with life because that was my 3rd time with a violent felony, 3 violent felonies back to back. That's 3 strikes right there. I'm a candidate for that shit. You know what I mean? According to the
manufacturing a weapon or introducing narcotics to a facility, state facility, you get caught doing any of that shit. Battery on a staff member, battery on an inmate, any of that shit. You're fucking done again. Now you're going on eggshells for the next 22 years.
Look, and that's what I'm saying. That's why I was so scary because it's like where I'm at now. I'm in fucking Calipat. And, you know what I mean? Calipat is Calipat, man. And I'm running around there strapped, man. I'm running that motherfucker trying to sell heroin, trying to just keep some money in my pocket. I got the sack. I'm flipping shit at night every night. I've got my sack right here by my mouth. I got my strap right here. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers is up there hooping knives and shit. I'm hoping I never got to stick this. I ain't never got to hoop this motherfucker. I was like, man, I hope I don't never do that. But if that door crack, you know what you're going to do? Get caught with this motherfucker, you'll hoop it. So we used to have like little locks we put on the sales doors because Calipat got the doors like in the shoe with the whole bunch of little holes on their doors. So we had different little things we could stick it like a fucking
pieces from the fucking cribbage board.
Bam. Yeah, we was mostly using like nail files, or you had the shoestring you could pull around there. You had different little pieces of shit you could stick in them little holes that'll stop it for a little bit till they start.
Yeah.
Time. So I should be like preparing, like, okay, while they pull on that dough, I'm up under this cover. I'm gonna be hoop. I'm gonna hoop this shit, like, cause that's what the homies do. That's what they told us, like, this is what you gotta do. So
then you go potty watch from there, though.
Yeah, exactly, man. And that's what every night I had the strap. I had that motherfucker taped up real good, wrapped up, everything ready to poop. If I had to go, everything like that, had the dope, I could just go straight to my mouth. You know what I mean? And unless they suspect me having some shit like that, I'm putting me on the potty watch. But man, that was the scary shit. Motherfucker had a hoop of fucking knives because I seen a motherfucker do that and it went all bad for him, man.
All bad.
He didn't have that shit did right, man. So that shit's like, people think like, you stuck a knife up your ass. I'm like, I never did, but I was prepared to if I had to, just because I couldn't accept another fucking strike. That would have been life. But now, mind you, you know the prison system. So that was my survival. You know what I mean? This is
you carry a piece, man.
It's cracking there, so you got to be ready in this prison in particular. But one thing about Calipat, though, man, I stayed there for 3 years on the CR, right? Other than that first riot that happened right then and there, we never really had no more race riots on that yard during that little time I was there. We dealt with shit because everybody took care of their business. You know what I mean? So we had it established. Well, I'm gonna say the older homies established that shit first, and then we had different tiers. You know what I mean? I had my area, my little crew, my generation that I did my thing, but in each building, so it was so structured up there. It was like it was a cool get in. All of the races took care of their business. We took care of our own, and everything flowed smooth like that. So that's the thing about prison life. If everybody handling their business, shit can go smooth. You do what you're supposed to do. Y'all clean up yards. We clean up all ours. We get rid of all the bullshit. Keep the garbage off the yard. Everybody get their money and do their shit. That's
why the separation is sort of mandatory. You know what I mean? Like, because everybody doesn't have the same rules. Listen, why don't you throw up your son's station real quick?
Oh yeah, his shit is My Page Lit on YouTube. My Page Lit. That's his shit right there.
Lit. Okay, on YouTube. And your clothing line is Wrong Enemy.
Wrong Enemy. Right now, my website is off, man. But my YouTube channel ain't nothing really cracking with that right now. I got to get that up. But my Instagram cracking it. Instagram is cracking. That's at Wrong Enemy with the number 1 behind it. Just Wrong Enemy with a 1 behind it. Go check me out. I got different shit on this part of the movement. Yeah.
Okay, so he's wrong enemy number one. I'm all lowercase SFV Badger. Hey, thank you for tuning in, guys. I want to thank you. Zoe, you're a great guest, and we're going to get on with interview number 2,
Yeah.
and we'll take it from there. Okay?
All right.
Some people wanted to happen, some people needed to happen, but heavy hitters better make it happen. Nothing but love and respect. Shot to you guys.